As marketers, we always face challenges when it comes to reaching our audience with our offers. Like, for example, we have to deal with things like bots, strict moderators, spy services, and things like that. So, what if I tell you that there's a perfect tool that can help you address all these issues? And that is Cloaking House. So, this platform basically helps in filtering traffic. So, you're able to actually get your offer to your intended audience without much of a hassle and show your ads to a specific audience while just showing the unwanted traffic a white page or clean page, so you can easily redirect traffic to where you want it to be without the risk of getting your account banned or something like that. So it's simple. You show your internet audience the offer page or the money page, and the moderators and the bots and other unwanted traffic a more cleaner page or white page. That's what it does. So some of the features that this platform provides include machine learning, multiple traffic sources, which means it works basically with a lot of moderating platforms out there like Facebook, Yandex, TikTok, and other things. They offer traffic filtration, which means you can filter traffic based on parameters such as countries, devices, OS, browsers, VPNs, and things like that. They also offer like a PHP integration, so which means you can actually set up a flow using a PHP, and you get access to statistics, which means you can actually monitor your traffic and things like that. They offer discounts, especially if you are subscribing, like for $49 per month or $30 with annual payment. You can also register as well, so you get a 7-day trial access with no restrictions at all, which is basically nice. So I did a little bit of research on Cloaking House, and it has 3.3 stars out of 7 reviews, which of course is not that much, right? So it doesn't give like a complete picture of the platform, but though most of the reviews, I'll say they're kind of mixed, right? There's some that are positive, like this one with a 5-star rating, and some that are actually negative as well. But the good thing about this is that they do respond to any of the queries that you might have. So what I'm going to do in this video is that I'm going to explain certain elements within the page and also make a demonstration video at the end. So you can actually see how you can set up these workflows and actually manage to clock your links. So in order to get started, you can come to create an account right here and then import your details and things like that. And if you have already an account, you can actually come to login straight right here. So after creating an account and logging in, your dashboard will look something like this. So on this side, you do have a couple of options, right? You do have like the white page, right? This is where I was talking that you can actually generate a white page here, and like based on your offer, maybe you're into finance and things like that, you can generate all types of white pages right here. And then this will be your account and profile. So on the flows right here, when you create a workflow, this is actually where you create your actual campaign. And this is where you create the whole thing, setting up. If it's a PHP, you create it through the flow. So after creating a flow, what it means is that each and every traffic that goes through your link gets in and gets filtered. And then from there, it can be redirected depending on the filters that you have set on the flow itself. Then you've got the filter list. So here you can actually alter and basically block any traffic based on some of these parameters. On the statistics, that's where you can actually check who and who clicks on your platform based on many things like the countries they're from, cities, the devices they're using, the operating systems, the browsing, brands, and things like that. Clicks, almost something, you get to check the clicks right based on these parameters as well. Then on the finances, right, assuming maybe you want to buy a domain on their platform, you can actually pay that using either a Tether, a Capitalist USD, pay to house, and things like that, and actually fund your account here. And to use their services, all right, after the expiration date, you have to select these packages, right? They've got the starter package, the basic package, and the premium package, and also the enterprise package. And all these do have different features. Like for example, for the basic package, you can actually create 10 flows that 10 different maybe websites or offers that you can actually run here, which is basically amazing. So you have to hit connect right here and then start the subscription process. Basically found your account, right? And then they have the services and bonuses. So this is actually some of the services that they do kind of offer, like the residential proxies in this part, the browsers, and things like that. And they also have the option for API integration, right? If you have an application or another system, you can actually use their API, basically connect it to their system, which is nice. And another thing is that if you do love their system, right, you can actually use their referral system where you can actually refer other people, marketers that need to filter their traffic, and you can get paid for that, right? Which is amazing. Right, so if you do want to try their service, I'll actually buy some of the packages, then I'll be rewarded for that. So in order to understand more about Cloaking House, they do have an FAQ right here where you can actually read some of these questions about this platform and basically understand what it is all about. Like one of the most common questions or most commonly asked questions that basically they come across is what is clocking, and then tell you what clocking is. Like it's a method of finding content by showing different pages, da da da. And here they provide you an answer for what clocking is all about. Then what can Cloaking House do? What are the white page and offer page and things like that? So I recommend you to come or visit the FAQ page to learn more about this platform and the services that they provide as well. So in the next section, I'm going to show you how you can actually generate a white page. So to do this, you have to go to the account since I'm already logged in. Then go to where it says AI white page and click on it. And here you'll actually see the cost of generating a white page, which is basically $5, and also how long it takes to generate one, which is basically 1 minute. Then you click generate, and then you will see a bunch of available options like the white page name, the vertical, the AI model that you're going to use, the theme, and also other options as well. And then you can name your white page. For example, I'm into finance, so I'm going to name it finance. Here you can basically choose the niche that you're into, from gaming, adult, apps, travel, education, and so on. So in my case, I'm into finance, so I'm going for finance. And then there's an AI model. I'm going for AI one page. I think this will be good. And I've got the theme, which theme I'm going to use. I'm going for finance. I think that will be good for me. It's almost the same things, different niches. So finance will do for me. The language, I think I'm going for English. That will be fine. Then I'm done. And there's an option to enable advanced settings. But personally, I'm going to leave that. Then I'm going to go for generate. So as you can see, I've generated my white page. So there are different options that you can check out again here. So here you can actually download or even delete the white page. So I'm going to download the white page so that I can later extract it to my hosting service. So after downloading the white page, the next thing to do is to create a flow, right? So before doing that, right, you're supposed to have a few things. First of all, you need a place where you're going to host your PHP script that you're going to generate here. And you ought to have a domain, like the domain of your offer page, right? Maybe it's a affiliate program or something like that, right? So Cloaking House also sells domain, right? You can actually get your domain name right here. You can actually buy a domain for $10. So that's another option to get access to your domain. So in terms of hosting, you need to use a hosting platform that supports a PHP 7.4 version and above, because if you don't, this will not work. So in my case, for this particular video, I'm going to be using the Infinity free hosting service. It gives me access to test this thing, right? It has a file manager which I can open and actually import things. So this is actually to show you how you can actually upload these files on a hosting service. So on Cloaking House, what I have to do right now is to create a flow, right? So I have to come here and click on create a flow. Now this will display this particular page. And from here, I need to enter the flow name, the white page, and also the offer page as well. So in terms of the flow name, maybe I can just type something like, I don't know, I'll say finance, right? I'm just going to rename it like my white page. So on the white page, right, what I need to do is to locate the page itself, where it is downloaded. I think in this case will be on downloads right here. Then I'm going to open it. But again, you have the option of uploading it to your hosting service and then open it there. But in my case, I'm just going to open it right here. So I'm looking for a file called index.html, which is this one right here. So I have to rename this one to something like what? Maybe I'll say white HTML, right? Then I'll say save, right? So it is this one, right? So I can also open it just to see what it looks like by just double clicking on it. And then it will open the browser and you'll just get a feeling of what this white page looks like. So it looks like this, right? So this will be a white page. So if you filter people, the people that are unwanted or the traffic that you don't want will see this page when they click on your link. So in this case, we're going to put white HTML and we're going to leave it loading right here. And before we come to the offer page, what we need to do, especially in my case, right, I need to build like some sort of website just to test this. So I'm going to go to web builder right here. And then I'm going to build some sort of a site like this one. I'll say build site, right? So I'm going to launch like some sort of a site for this particular platform, right? And this will be the site, right? So I'm going to simply publish it. So I'm not going to change anything, simply publish it. But again, you can actually use any other offer, right? Maybe any link actually, maybe YouTube or things like that. But in my case, I'm just going to use this particular one. So the website is already published. So I'm going to say close. Now, after I've done publishing the website, I have to go to File Manager. So this is where the file should be, right? And the file should have files like this, right? Like site pro, htaccess, index php, web config. So the next thing that we're going to do, we need to test if this thing actually works. So we are going to say view website. This is the website of the file. And we also need to test the URL, just as I'll say copy. Then I'll bring it here. I'll say page like this. Then it opens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this particular link, come to flow creation, and come to the offer page and just paste it. So I think I'm going to leave it like this. I think that will be good. Then I'll say redirect, right? Then I'll say continue. This will take us to the second step in our editing process. Then we have these options right here for cloaking. So if you turn this thing off, the cloaking won't happen. These are very important, so I think you should leave them on depending on what you want to block, right? So let's say if you want to block like traffic that don't have a referrer, and by referring, I mean that audience that you didn't actually maybe invite or something like that, or that don't have any invitation. If you want to block them, you turn this on. If you don't want to unblock them, you do like this, right? So make sure that you turn these as per your own requirements and what you're actually looking for in a certain type of traffic, right? For example, if somebody is using a VPN, you can block them by leaving this on. But if you don't block them, simply turn this thing off. And then the number of clicks from one IP per day. So this is actually the number of clicks allowed per each IP every day. So let's say someone clicks a link maybe 3 times, right? And after that, you want them to be blocked, right? You actually put 3 right here, just like this. And then if they click on the same IP for 3 times, then on the 4th time, they will be blocked. So you can simply just leave it at 0. Very important. Then on countries, these are the types of countries that you want to filter, right? For me, basically, just select all the devices that you want to, you can select all. And then again, you can actually select these devices, each and every one, if you don't want them to be filtered, right? So there's that option right here. So then on the operating system, also select all. You can actually do the same things here again, and also on the countries as well, the browsers as well too. And if you want further filtration parameters to set these, you can click on show additional parameters right here. And here you can filter by language, time zone, connection type, and things like that. And then I think I'll just turn this thing off. Then you say save. And then this will take you to the next step, which is basically the last step, which is the status. So this is actually the status of our flow, right? Whether it's paused or it's active, right? So in this case, I'm going to say active. So assuming there's a certain traffic that you want to whitelist, right? You want to put on the whitelist that you don't want it to be blocked or anything or filtered, you can simply paste it here. For example, if like your own, right? So let's say if you paste your own IP here, what it means is that if you click on the link, right, you're not going to be directed to the white page, but rather they will show you the offer page, right? So in this case, I'm just going to say, just leave it like that and simply save, right? So that will be it. So this will be your flow. So again, you can actually do some kind of manipulations right here. Like for example, if you want to pause this thing, you can pause it like that. If you want to download, if you want to copy it, if you want to edit it as well, right? You can actually do everything right here. So for me personally, I'm going to download it. I'm actually going to download. So as you can see, it comes in the PHP file. So I'm going simply to going to download this thing, right? And then it will be downloaded right here. Now, depending on your host, for me personally, on this particular one, they want it uploaded on the HTTP docs file right here. So what I'm going to do basically is to go to the domain right here. Then I can go to the account. Then this will bring this particular panel. Then I have to go to the file manager again. Maybe let me close this particular one. Then I have to go to here because I need to be on the HTTP docs file, this particular file. Then I have to click on it. So I have to upload everything right here. So what I'm going to do is to upload the files that I've downloaded, that I downloaded actually earlier. The first one will be the white page, and I will click on it and simply upload and extract. I'm assuming that maybe it will go through, but sometimes it does fail. So it has been uploaded, right? So as you can see, there are new files. So as I've said before, like if you haven't updated the HTML, and then you can actually update it here. For this part, I think this is the white HTML, as you can see. It's the one that actually updated earlier on. And the next file that I need to upload is the cloaking script on its own, right? So I'm going to say choose file, and the cloaking script that I downloaded is this one. Then I'll say open, then I'll say upload and extract. So let's hope it does. Oh, it actually does. So as you can see, it has the PHP index file right here. So I'm going to close this, right? So I'll try to open the domain, right, which is this one. I'm going to try to come here and paste it, right, and see if it opens. So as you can see, I've been redirected to the white page, right? So this is the white page that we're talking about. So I've been filtered right here. So let's go to Cloaking House to see why I was filtered. So I think this will be it. I think I should go to clicks. As you can see, this is my click right here. And I was directed to the white page because of the referrer filter. So which one is the referrer? I think if I go to the flows, I will go to the edit, and then we go to filtering. So this is where we find this filter right here called block transition without referrer. So you can actually switch this thing on and off to actually see if you can land on the offer page. So if you don't want to be redirected to the white page, what you can do is you can come to the IP section right here and then copy this and then say copy, then come to the flow. And then we go to the IP whitelist, then paste your link right here. Then you can say save, right? So guys, in simple terms, that's basically how you can actually filter your traffic on Cloaking House. But again, you need to do this on a proper hosting service like Namecheap, Hostinger. I think those are actually some of the best hosting services and that you can actually use Cloaking House services on. So apart from this, there isn't much that I can actually say about Cloaking House, apart from saying that if you are interested in filtering your traffic using Cloaking House, I do have a link in the description and also in the comment section. So go ahead and click on that link and then it will take you to this particular website. So guys, thank you for watching this video, and until then, see you on the next one.